Hey, I'm Jake Newton with the Center. If you're unfamiliar with us, we are building a culture of safety and resilience. We work with organizations to address the issues of workplace violence and travel risk management. In this video, talking about the 4 types of workplace violence. Why is this important? Well, this is important because if we address these 4 types of violence, it's going to allow us to look at the primary sources of where violence might stem from in our organization. It's the basis to allow us to look at where might this occur, how might it impact our organization, where might it come from, and how do we get ahead of it. So first one, type 1, is criminal. They don't have a direct relationship with the organization, but through means of crime, they commit violence on the organization. The second one is customer relationship or vendor relationship. They've got some sort of business relationship with the organization, but they're not necessarily an employee, and they commit an act of violence. The third is worker on worker. Maybe it's colleagues, maybe it's a supervisor against an employee, but it's in-house. It comes from in-house. The fourth kind is stemming from intimate partner violence. It's a personal relationship. There's maybe a spouse that doesn't work within the organization, but they've got a significant other that does, and it's an abusive relationship and then makes its way in from there. Now, these 4 types of violence are critical because if you look at these things, again, you can build a program looking at each of these sources. Now, what's interesting is in some regards, there's kind of a 5th category that's growing. It kind of fits into criminal, but it's also kind of distinct as well, and that is violence from terror or extremist type purposes. That's kind of another one to look at. So when that's kind of the case, if we look at the case that happened in San Bernardino a long time ago, gosh, I want to say it was 2015 now, that it was an act of terror, but also came into a workplace. So when we look at these different kinds of violence, these are the OSHA typologies under the General Duty Clause. And when we build a program and we look at these different potential sources, it allows us to have an effective program. The big one that organizations often miss is intimate partner violence. We might look for criminals, we might look for worker on worker, but maybe we're missing intimate partner violence. But evaluate your program. Are you addressing potential violence from each of these sources? Does your policy provide for each of these different sources? So a couple starting places there, super basic information, but a framework for you to start identifying where violence might stem from in your organization. So thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, subscribe to our channel, put a comment wherever comments can go. Check us out at cpps.com. Until next time, thanks for watching.